WWE Head of Production accused of misconduct in their previous role. Plus, a major AEW star is returning soon. And an NXT team tease a main roster call-up. It's all in your Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. Starting with the news of WWE's Head of Media and Production, Lee Fitting. He faces accusations today following a report from The Athletic of misconduct during his time working with ESPN.
Yes, so a new report from The Athletic spoke to over 20 women who worked on College Game Day, while Fitting worked on and later oversaw the show between 2000 and 2004. Fitting has been accused of making comments that objectified women, criticising their physical appearance, and making crude jokes in the workplace. Fitting's conduct allegedly went unchecked at ESPN, which had a devastating effect on numerous women, as they believed they had to endure or go along with Fitting's conduct in order to remain employed or be promoted at ESPN. Some women ultimately left ESPN because of Fitting's alleged conduct.
Now, one example of alleged inappropriate conduct was Fitting while watching an NCAA men's basketball tournament in 2012 from a conference room, joked about a woman who was not present, making lewd jokes about of a disconcerting nature, let's just put it that way. In another alleged incident when no chairs were available for a female member of staff at a production meeting in 2014, Fitting allegedly patted his lap and said, "I've got a seat right here for you." Fitting has denied both of these allegations.
Now, on multiple occasions, Fitting also allegedly jokingly asked a female staff member for her hotel room number and often joked about performing bed checks, according to College Game Day employees.
Inappropriate comments about women's clothing were so frequent that one female employee developed a strategy to mimic writing in a notebook and would say, "Just jotting this down for the book," when Fitting would allegedly make an inappropriate remark. Fitting also allegedly told some women who appeared on camera how to style their hair, what outfits he approved of, and how much makeup to wear, also allegedly stating which parts of their body they should conceal on some occasions. This included one incident when a woman was directed to wear her hair in a ponytail. Fitting stated via his spokesperson that his job was to provide feedback to male and female on-air talent about their appearance and their on-air delivery.
Boozy dinners and visiting local bars were also common near college campuses under Fitting, and he was said to have brought a frat boy sense of atmosphere all the time. Women who worked on College Game Day allegedly felt pressured to go out for drinks and tolerate his inappropriate remarks over fear of being ostracized. One woman was also allegedly warned by fellow female colleagues not to go drinking with Lee Fitting on her own outside of work.
In 2023, a complaint was made to Human Resources about Fitting, which led to a HR inquiry. Lee Fitting was dismissed in August of that same year. ESPN issued the following statement saying, "ESPN is dedicated to maintaining the most inclusive, respectful, and comfortable work environment for everyone. Our people are the most valuable resource at ESPN, and we ensure our commitment by providing year-round guidance, including extensive support and training. On top of that, we clearly communicate workplace expectations for all while emphasizing care, sensitivity, and accessibility in response to any employee needs."
A WWE spokesperson told The Athletic the company had no comment on the allegations against Fitting, who has been a part of WWE since January 2024 as WWE Head of Media and Production. Kendra Barkov-Lanny, a spokesperson for Janelle Grant, gave a statement following The Athletic's article saying, "How can WWE claim they are committed to improving the company's culture and at the same time hire a man earlier this year who was accused of misconduct and workplace harassment in his previous role? The allegations against Lee Fitting during his time at ESPN are extremely concerning. Revelations like this are why Janelle Grant's lawyers sent a letter to WWE and Endeavor urging them to release all current and former employees from their NDAs. The same old boys club who enabled Janelle Grant's abuse are continuing to put alleged predators in leadership roles, and this pattern must change once and for all."
When we have more details on this story, we'll let you know via cultaholic.com. AEW Dynamite last night, Will Ospreay did a flipping Styles Clash off the apron. Can I just bring that up?
He's done a lot of cool stuff.
That's great, but don't do that again, please. That is the thing. That is. But there was a lot to talk about from Dynamite last night. Lots of great in-ring action as the Continental Classic continues. But a lot of people excited because the first signpost for a true AEW return for one particular star has been revealed.
Where's he come from? North Carolina.
Nice.
I can't do it. Like
North Carolina.
That's better. There we go. I don't know. I sounded like SpongeBob.
I like your version better.
No, I don't think I do. Kenny Omega's in-ring career was halted last December when he was diagnosed with diverticulitis and underwent surgery shortly afterwards. Outside of an appearance over the summer, if we recall, he got attacked by the Young Bucks in an angle. They said sorry, so that makes up for it.
That's
it's
all fine.
Omega obviously has been off AEW TV since then, but that's about to change, everybody. Last night on Dynamite, we got a vignette featuring Kenny Omega, featuring highlights from the last few years with Justin Roberts announcing him as well. No return date was set, but a video like this kind of suggests that Kenny's comeback is imminent. And we will see Kenny in the ring in January, not for AEW, however. He's facing Gabe Kidd at New Japan's Wrestle Dynasty on January 5th. That's like a show that brings all these companies together, though.
Yeah.
They have a nice kiss.
I think they do have a lovely kiss. I think there was a few people that felt that Kenny Omega's in-ring return should have been on a full-fat AEW pay-per-view as opposed to a multi-brand sort of Wrestle Kingdom of facing event.
Yeah.
I think it's just nice to have him back regardless of how we get him back. And I think this is a great opportunity for Gabe Kidd to step in there with a guy like Kenny Omega.
Oh, absolutely. And also, like, on that show at Wrestle Dynasty, I believe the Young Bucks are challenging for the IWGP tag team titles as well. So that doesn't mean that something there can't happen as well that'll further develop the stuff that we see on AEW TV in the future.
Speaking of the future of wrestling television, a particular team from NXT could be on their way, you could say, on top.
Gallus on top, you see. Gallus.
Andrew busted that out before we started recording. I'm glad he's giving it to you today.
Apologies to the Scottish viewers.
Never
out
apologise.
There. Joe Coffey shared a photo of Gallus after a recent NXT tag team title match loss on NXT with a caption. And I'm not going to say it in the Scottish accent.
Scunnered with it
Scunnered with it all.
I think means sick of it.
Yes, yeah. Wolfgang would quote retweet this picture with a caption, "Thanks for the memories. Thanks for the memories. NXT, they're great." Seemingly indicating that Gallus will be finally getting called up to Raw or SmackDown.
Absolutely no panic at our disco at the thought of Joe and Mark Coffey and our mate Barry.
That was Fallout Boy, Tom. I can't believe you've done this.
I know.
I can't believe you've done this.
I know what I did.
Gallus, though, getting called up, eh?
I know. As they said, they're no All-American rejects.
Okay.
You don't blink 182 or you'll miss them on the main roster.
Hey,
thank you very much. Plus 44. Yeah, so heading up to I think long overdue as well. They joined in 2018 for NXT UK. They moved to the American flavored one in the summer of 2022. During their run, they've become NXT and NXT UK tag team champs as well. I know that I think Trips is a big fan. I think Paul's a big fan.
Yeah, well, they helped get The Rock ring ready for WrestleMania as well, which is a big thing. So I can
The
imagine
Rock hanging out with Barry. Good morning, Barry.
It's bizarre to think about, isn't it? But it's very, very cool. And
good morning,
also,
Molly. Good morning, Barry.
I feel like with WWE sort of putting more emphasis now, or hopefully, fingers crossed, at least on the Raw side of things, now that the War Raiders have the tag team title straps. Hopefully, if we're building things up in the tag team division, it's always nice to have another tag team in the mix of things.
Are you suggesting War Raiders versus Gallus?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, Tom. I would not mind it.
Imagine that in Glasgow.
Oh my God, that would be good. That would be good.
Shoot that in my veins, and then Wolfgang can beat Gunter in the main event. Oof. And we're all happy. Morning, Barry.
Yeah.
For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Kiss!
Love you, bye.